Hey there, welcome to the table. I had an intro where I was doing the Flash Gordon theme song, but then I remembered that YouTube will tag my channel and start to give all my views to Queen instead. So that's not a good idea. It's a copyright issue. But anyways, welcome. I don't have a lot of time to play today. It's been a crazy week. It's been a couple of days have gone by. The only thing that's worth noting before we dive in is somebody pointed me to the rules. Yeah, there's always a rules issue. But basically, in the rules, it states that when you attack a monster, your turn's over. And that is true even if you had another action left. Like, you could do free actions, like, open a crate, stuff like that, but you don't get to attack twice. Now, why is this important? This is important because if you remember, when we took on the Guardians last time, we did so with 2 attacks per turn. So like I would form a party and we would attack a Guardian twice. Because if you do an attack, it's just 1 round and we would attack it twice. So that would mean that the game's a little bit harder than I made it out to be. It doesn't mean the outcome's any different. It would take me a few extra rounds to do what I needed to do. The Guardian would have had a few extra chances to punch us. I had a knight that was protecting us from damage, so I'm not too concerned with the outcome. But I'm just letting you know. And I did put the note in my errata video because that's an important item to... So from here on out, we'll try to play it the correct way. And... we'll go from there. Okay, one other thing, and, because I've had the luxury of chatting with Roger during all this time, whenever I give you these rule updates, especially when they come from Roger, he's so willing to help clarify what the rules are. But, and any of you, if you've ever experienced him, he's the first to say, play it the way you want to play it. It's your game. I made it so it's highly customizable and you can make it for you. So Roger always says that with every time I ask him about the rules. Like, he understands that I'm trying to be anal about, well, what exactly does this rule mean? But he almost doesn't care if you play it wrong, because if you're having fun, then that's the whole spirit of why he made the game. So I say these things, and this next rule I'm going to reveal, it falls in that category for me. Like, I don't like the rule. And in fact, I like the way we played it more. But what is that rule? Well, here it is. So for our mage, for example, our mage has 2 weapons. These 2. According to Roger, there is a spot in the rule book that says you can't equip 2 weapons of the same type or whatever. And what Roger was getting at is he said that this green and whatever the first color is on a weapon, if you have 2 that are the same, you can't equip them. So technically the mage can't have both of these equipped. He can have this one and a purple one, because the purple's the second one over here, but can't have both of these equipped. So like, for example, the rogue had, this weapon, right? So it has the +0. And people are always asking, what does that +0 mean? Well, that's what Roger's trying to get at is, yeah, it doesn't give you any bonus, but it's considered a purple weapon. So for the purposes of dual wielding, right, when you're having 2 weapons, like we had this situation for a while, this is illegal according to the rules, because you're allowed to have the +3 from this, but you're not allowed to have the +0 with the +3. Now, why am I not concerned over it and whatnot? First of all, I want you guys to understand that that's the rule. So this is illegal to have these 2 weapons equipped. But all I have to do is this. And then give this dagger to the mage. That's all I have to do. Boom. Now we're square. So the rogue can have these two and the mage can have these two. So all you would have to do is just swap your weapons around. Like if you got a second weapon, you know, like we were doing, you would just swap around. But because look at this situation. If I have a mage that has both of these equipped and I'm going to do a magic attack, I'm going to pick this one each and every time because it gives me a +4 and this one only gives me a +2, right? It's a no-brainer, okay? This one is always going to be a +0 because I'm going to be using it for some other type of attack because I can't use it for a green attack because I've already used this one. So it's already going to be a +0. So you might as well give it to the rogue because now the rogue gets a +2, right? Because the rogue's going to use this for the purple, and then if the rogue ever has to do that, then it'll get a +2. I mean, that's... And then, of course, this one is a +0, so it doesn't matter what it's used for. You could just give that to the mage. This, for the mage, is just as effective as that is. Because this +2 is basically a +0 for any other type. So I'm just saying that to help you to understand. So, like, right now, this was what the mage had equipped. So I'm going to have to possibly switch this up. Not possibly. Like, I guess we could argue that we're going to house rule it and let it go. So let's look at our situation and make an assessment. So, for example, the mage has the exact situation we talked about. We'll have to fix that. The rogue, on the other hand, has chaos. A chaos weapon and the stiletto. The rogue is fine. The archer has a problem. You can see he has the bow +0 and the bow plus, or no, that's not a bow +2. This bow right here is a +3/+3, but the first symbol is the bow. So what I would do is I would give this bow to someone else, like let's just give it to the mage. And then the mage can give this to the archer. I don't know if that's a good fit for the archer because the archer gets a -2, but that would actually cancel the -2. But yeah, we'll figure it out. And then we come over here. Here's another situation. I need to give this +0 to somebody. And then here, the scepter, I need to give the +0 to somebody. So I might as well just swatch those. I'm just going to swap those right around. Although I think this one would do better. Yeah, look, the archer gets a +3 to the sword. So we'll do this. Because he actually gets a +2, and that +2 might be pretty nice. And then over here, we're actually okay, because this has chaos first. So the chaos first and the sword second. So that's all you have to do to fix that. Originally, I panicked because it's like, you know, one of my top priorities is I need to get a second weapon right away. Because you want to attack in 2 out of the 3 war phases, not just 1. So all you have to do is take your starting weapons and just pass them around. And you're allowed to do that. So anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to forget that we have all these special skills we just unlocked. But beyond that, we're good. So just a refresher. This here is a symbol for the silver, the middle level 2 quest. So we have a level 2 quest to clear this out. Those are level 3 quests there. And then in the end, back, those are all level 3. This is level 3 here, and then this is level 2. So our level 2 quests, we could actually possibly finish them very quickly. The Guardian Spawn might actually be the thing that slows us down a bit. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to start at the upkeep phase. I forgot to ask Roger about the torch that was lit in the last round. Does it stay, you know, with the player now that you went out and did a celebration day? I decided that yes, it did, because that's how real torches work. So I still have my torch with the knight. The knight and the archer are still the ones that have the pickaxes. We didn't buy any more. And I have about 45 minutes of video I can record here. And then I have to go. We actually have board game night, multiplayer. So I gotta go. I think we're playing Dwellings of Eldervale tonight. So we're gonna do some of that, and then play Ponzi Scheme and Libertalia. Okay. Let's assign our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I definitely don't want to party up from a okay, what are we going to do perspective. I'm not worried about going after the level 3 stuff yet. I do want to continue to try to mine. The mining area D, as you can tell, that one over there, we mined it a lot, so it's a lot, lot more consumed. The other mines, not so much. So we have one here that seems to be, see, there's 2 monsters here, and so mining site B and D are a little bit hard to get to. But there's a mining, where's mining site A? Mining site C is way up there next to a monster, and mining site A looks available. So I think we might go for A. B, C, and well, maybe D is a little bit in the area, but not so much. So the point I'm making is we want to mine. The second thing is I don't know if we need to party up so much, but we're going to go in and try to clear out these level 2 things. And one of them happens to be next to a mine, so maybe that's what we'll do. But the trend is the whole group looks like it's going to be moving this way, because all of the level 2 stuff is over here. There's just one soul item there. So I think that's what we're going to do. As far as order goes, I don't see any rhyme or reason for order. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down my table. So we're not going to worry about that. And let's draw our encounter card. I did set it up the way somebody told me. I never verified in the rules if this was really true, that the top card has to be an interlude, but I thought it made sense. So that's what I did. Top card's interlude. We expected that because I set up the encounter deck that way. From here on out, it's all randomized and shuffled. And then we're going to do the Guardian check, which we haven't done in a long time. The Guardian check is 18, and I rolled a 3. So per the rules, this is going to go down, and it does. Remember, our max Guardians is 3, and we're all at level 2 minions right now. So off we go. I'm a little excited. This is a long, exhausting game, but I do find certain parts exciting, and this is definitely one of them. Okay. Table space is not one of them. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, how can I play this game with 18 minion population without it driving me nuts? 18 minions on this board is insane. The only thing I can think of is that you would have to have 12 characters in the game. Because with 18 minions on the board, you're going to have minions basically running all the time on raid mode. I'm not sure how fun that would be, to be quite honest. I think having more Guardians might be good, but yeah. All right, I'm sidetracking here. Okay, so first up would be the Wizard, who I refer to as the Mage a lot, and I know that's not always... so these here that you see with the black, that's just... those are random. Those weren't level 1, 2, or 3 quests. Those are just the seedings. And you are allowed to look at the scenario book to see like how the seedings, worked. So, for example, I'm going to look real quick. It had 6 level 2 monsters and 2 level 1, and there is a level 4 and a level 3 monster buried in there somewhere. So, buyer beware when you go into those, because you can get slammed pretty hard. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a walk. So I got a 5 and a 1. He gets a +2 with each one. So 6 plus 4 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all the more I was able to muster. Okay, next up is the Rogue. Walk. I rolled a 3, but I get to add 8 to it, so that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's all the further I get to go. Next is the Archer. That's an 11 right there, and then she gets to add 6 more. So that's 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going for the mine. And my apologies if it's like she went way over there. There is a monster there, but she didn't get into view. We were able to go around the trap. Okay, next up is the paladin. We rolled a 6 plus 4 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then a 7 for the cleric, plus a 4 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then an 8 plus 4 for the knight. That's 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Then we have the dog. The dog is carrying an elixir and a potion. And I don't know what to do with the dog at this point. We've actually leveled it all the way up to level 3, so the dog's already max level. I think we just want to put it where the people are. Now, with the dog, you get to roll a d10 now, and you get to add 10. So it moves like a bunker amount of spaces. So what I'm going to do with the dog is I don't even need to roll. I can easily get to there in 2 actions. So I'm just going to put the dog near them. So if they do need help, the dog's already there, and we can carry stuff around. All right, that ends the hero turn. Then we go to the minion turn. And as you know, the minions are all spawned. We didn't make any of them go into raid mode. So we're just going to go one at a time and resolve them. So we need this die. We need, where's our D6? And let's get a D10. And the first one up is the Wraith, which is this one right here. So let's roll. And there it is. Got a raid already. Jeez Louise. One of them went raid on us. So it's moving 3 plus 3 is 6. So it doesn't matter which way he was pointing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I've got to roll to see which way he was going to go. He was going to go that way. So there's an arrow here and there's an arrow there. And they had numbers on them. So I had to roll to see which arrow he was going to. All right. My dog definitely did not like that move. Okay, next we go to the skeletal grunt, which was right next to him. And I rolled a 10 on that one as well. Oh. So we got another raid. He rolled a 1. The good news is the raids are in the same location. So he rolled a 1 and he adds 2. So the other good news is he barely moved. 1, 2, 3. All right, so what do they have in common? They both are using magic in their warfare phase. And dagger. So I'm probably going to want my rogue and my wizard to come over and help take them out. All right, next is this skeletal grunt, the green one. And I rolled a 10 again. Oh my gosh. I got another raid. And of course it has the same skills. He gets 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's almost out of the dungeon. He moved straight up. There was nothing in the way for him. Oh, there's a wall here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about that? Or could he gone this way better? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all 6 or 1/2. Or 7 or 1 plus 1. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the camera malfunction there. So we rolled 3 raids in a row. That is statistically improbable. But now we have the blue skeleton grunt. Oh my gosh, look again! That will never happen ever again. Oh my gosh. So he's moving 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gotta close this up. So that one is super close to raiding the town. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna catch him. I mean, I'll have to burn some essence or something, but oh, come on. How many hit points do those things have? 3. So throwing a shadow dagger dart or something isn't gonna make a difference either. All right, can I get 5 out of 5 minions to roll a 10? We're gonna find out. No, this time it's a 2 plus a foot, green foot. So 2 plus 3 is 5 along the green path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. All right, how am I doing on time? I still got a few more minutes, so we can, that finishes the round. And we can go ahead and do another one real quick. So, afflictions, torches. Yeah, we got to place the initiative. All right, so I'm going to put 1 and 2 on the mage and the rogue. We have to hunt down all these guys that just went. Obviously, that guardian up there is a threat, and we ran the opposite direction, so. It's going to be really difficult to get to him. He gets a +2 to whatever he rolls, so it is possible that it's going to take him 2 turns to get out. This one, of course, is also threatening. I would say he's maybe a few extra spaces away, but just as close. And then these 2 are threatening. And they're walking along pretty much the same path. We haven't decided which path, like if he's going this way or that way, but... the wizard and the rogue are probably more than enough to take them all on. It's just, a couple of things, like we can't attack twice in one round anymore. So there's a bit of that as an issue. Although we do have special abilities now that do damage. So we're just trying to figure out, are those 2 going to be enough to take them down? And I hope so, because now I'm down to only 2 guys actually doing quests. We'll try. That's probably my best answer I can give, is we'll try. And then I'm just going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6 in normal order. Okay, let's draw our encounter card, see if it helps us. I got another interlude, and I'm just going to check to make sure I shuffled. Oh, I did not. So I'm going to shuffle and then we'll redraw. I will pause so you don't have to watch. Okay, I shuffled it a bit more. There were 3 interludes in a row there. And here we go. Heroes notice some of the ground in certain areas has a soft glow to it. All mining zones are enriched. Instead of rolling a 1d3, roll 1d6. Okay, that is a really good environment. I'm very happy with that one. All the other ones stunk. I like that one. All right. So let's get rolling here. First up is our wizard. And yeah, we have to backtrack. So I'm definitely doing a move. And then, of course, I might spend some essence if I have to. But I need to catch up to that, that guy. And in fact, now that I'm thinking about this a little deeper, I want the rogue to be the one that was first. And the reason being is the rogue gets a bonus to her movement. And getting to that one is the urgent one. This one is also urgent, but it's less movement points. So we can have the mage go after that one. And that's just a matter of... So when... I don't know. For those of you who've ever made videos, maybe you'll appreciate what I'm going to say next. And if you've never made a video, at least take it for what it's worth. It's really hard sometimes to think deeply when you're also recording because you're worried about like where the camera is and all this other stuff. And so, anyways, ideas come to me not as quickly whenever I'm playing on camera. So that's why you end up retconning stuff like this. But anyways, mage is first, because the mage gets +4 to whatever I roll. So, or not mage, but the rogue I meant. The rogue's going to move 8 spaces basically for free. And then I roll to see how many more. So like I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I'm already, you know, Bon Jovi halfway there, living on a prayer. So there we go. I rolled 7 more. And so that's really excellent movement for the rogue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look at that. I made it all the way there. Without a single step to spare. It was like perfect rolling. So yeah, now we're going to engage in combat with the blue skeletal grunt, which is the easiest of them because he has no special abilities. And so I'm going to bring the camera back. So just a quick look at the grunt. He's 3 health points, and we're going to use the app again. Just got to make room. All right, got to get the camera on here so it doesn't fall off my table. And we don't need the sound. All right, we're gonna do, it's swords, daggers, and magic. And then we'll let it randomize. So sword, dagger, magic. All right, so what's the rogue gonna do? The rogue has these two, well, the rogue has all kinds of stuff going on. I'm going to bring the camera over. First of all, the rogue has, from a dagger perspective, a +3 and a +2 here. We have this is just +3 lockpicking. We have the other weapon, which is a chaos weapon. And then we have a +2 because of a ring. And then we have just some random plus items there because the rogue sometimes has to do those. And in fact, I may give this to the mage now because the mage, but anyways, you get the gist. So let's zoom this back out. So with that being said, the rogue for sure is attacking with that one. And then it's just a matter of sword or magic. The sword is a -1 and the magic is a +1 because of that item she's carrying. So we'll do the magic and then defend the sword, and let's roll. And I said I was going to turn the volume down, and I ended up turning it up. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we rolled a 14 for red, which is enough. She does have to subtract 1, but that's okay. We still made it. So the red defended. The 14 for green is more than enough. And then she adds a +1 at her level 2. So we did 1 damage there. So he has 2 health left. And then we rolled a 4 here for the purple. Now the 4 is awful, but she adds a +4 because of her base skill. So that becomes an 8. And then her ring makes it a 10. And then her sword makes it a 13, 14, 15. Because her sword, she also has a cloak. So basically she adds 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She adds +11. So you don't even have to roll. She gets an 11 as her base value for the dagger. So that skeletal grunt didn't stand a chance. And then the weapon does 2 damage. So we did the 3 damage. We killed him in 1 round. To be quite honest, folks, at level 2, we're a little tougher. So anyways, we were able to take it down. And we need to roll a perfect 20 to get this. And oh, by the way, somebody told me that Roger's going to be adding a D20 roll to the app, which I think is very good. So damage done, minion dead. Let's get this away. And let's roll. Oh, I rolled a 2. There's a 20 if you want to count facing you. Doesn't work that way. Minion gone. And crisis averted. So that was a very good turn for the rogue. There was a thought that I had Oh, I know what it was. Just a quick reminder that we have, see the 3 skulls there? I have the, these are the monster packs they're more difficult. So for example, you can see here Razorfang at level 3. This is probably a level 1, right? I gotta be careful about the levels. There's still level 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters, but they're all at 3 skull difficulty. So the level 1s are gonna be really tough compared to the level 1s in the base game. So that's something I'm actually eager to try. I think I wanna do maybe another campaign. I don't want to ever do an 18 minion population just because managing them is cumbersome and it's probably my least favorite part of the game. But I do think I want to add more guardians and then of course, you know, maybe use those tougher cards. I think some of that would be a nice little way to add some difficulty to the game and it would make it fun. And then maybe if I can figure out a way to find the table space, maybe we can control 12 characters or whatever, but okay, let's keep moving. I'm going to do a move now with the mage. The mage only gets a +4, and then you can see here this is an 8. So 8 + 4, of course, is 12. And let's see how well the mage does to get to where he needs to go. And the camera here is, right here is the minion I'm worried about. And the mage is right over here. And so I just got to step past the dog here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I just need to spend 1 essence to get to him. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, even though the mage needs all the essence he can get for his skills. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to enter combat with this guy. All right, so this one is the green skeleton grunt. And the green skeleton grunt has this shield deflect where if it takes damage, we would roll 1d20, and if it's 16 to 20, the damage is canceled, and he also has 3 health. So there's not a huge chance, but a chance that he would ignore the damage. And it's the same deal. It's going to be the same 3 skills. All right, so obviously he's going to attack with the green. And then his weapon actually gets a really nice bonus to the dagger, but he can only use it for one or the other. That's actually a nice little dilemma. He gets a -3 to red. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with both. Now, here's the interesting part. So he gets a +4 for his green here, but he also gets a +4 for the dagger. I'm actually going to use this one for the dagger because he gets bonuses in the green for his basic skills, and he has a cloak that helps him as well. And then this one will be used for the green attack. Okay? So it's a little unorthodox, but it makes sense in this situation. And let's roll. All right, I rolled horrible. I rolled a 5. I probably would need all the green bonuses here. So he gets a +5, 6, 7 to his green. And that is not counting the weapon, right? Because his weapon doesn't add anything. So his cloak gives a +2, and his character card gives him a +5. So he gets to add 7 to that 5, which gets him to a 12, and that actually was enough. He only needed a 10. So you can see that we're getting some really nice bonuses now if the weapon phase lines up. But this one is only for 1 damage, and I'm going to roll a d20. I rolled a 13, so that's not enough. So he takes 1 damage. He has 2 health left. Okay, and now we're going to look at this one, which is an 11. His character sheet gives him 2 more for 13, and we only needed an 11 to hit. And then, of course, I gave him the weapon that gives him 4 more. That weapon does 3 damage, so now I'm going to roll the d20, and I rolled an 8, so we're good to go there. So we did 3 damage with that weapon. That's more than enough to kill this guy. So again, we need now a D20, a perfect 20 to get any loot. I rolled a 4. That's not going to cut it. But the skeletal grunt is gone, and 2 of the raiders have already been dispatched, and just like that, the village is safe. So very, very happy with those 2 turns. And now we move to the archer. The archer is going to try to go mine. And what time do I have? 5:30. I am running out of time. Gonna have to leave soon. All right, so I got a 9 here, and then the archer gets to add 6 more, so 15. I don't even know if I need 15, so let's do the 6 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. Yep. It's going to take everything I have to get there, but I'm going to get here, and I am going to get to mine. And remember, because of our ability, we get to roll a D6 die. And one thing I forgot to say, during Celebration Day, I remembered that you're supposed to roll a D12 to degrade a pickaxe. So I rolled a D12 12 times, because I know I forgot many of the times. And I never rolled, because you have to get an exact 12 for the first degrade of your pickaxe. It never happened. So both of the pickaxes are at full strength still. So let's do this. So I get 4. And this is mining site A, which I think we only drew 1 card from last time. So let's see if we do better. Well, already much, much better. 1, 2, 3. Look at those wonderful, wonderful gems. 4. Those were all wonderful gems. Very happy with that. One thing I was going to add is we still haven't found the black gem, whatever that's called. We definitely need one of those. So we're praying that we don't draw another environment card, because I just got there and was able to mine once, and that was it. So now we're on to the paladin. And the paladin, of course, is going to try to meander his way towards clearing out a room. So let's do a move with the paladin. And we get a 6 plus 4. It'll be 10. He's back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll get him into this room. And so he would take on a level 2 monster all by himself. I think he has what it takes. Let's find out. And I'm definitely going to be pushing my time limit here. So we get a level 2 monster. That is to be expected. And let's draw one. And it's a skeleton warrior. Regenerate. If he's still alive at the end of each combat round, it rolls a 1d3 and regains health equal to the result minus 1. So obviously if he rolls a 1, he still gets nothing. But it'll give us 2 life force points. I'm happy about that. And these are not bad for him. So let's pull these up. All right, we're going to reset. It is the dagger, the sword, and magic. All right. As you know, he's perfectly suited for the sword. His second best is the scepter, which is not there. But the dagger gives him a -3, so we're going to defend that one. And then the magic, he gets a +1. So that's how we're going to roll, pun intended. Okay, I got a 10 here, which if you add his bonuses of +3, +4, yeah, he gets +7, +8, +9. So that's complete overkill. He only needed a 14. So he hit. And his weapon does 2 damage. You can see he has 5 health. So we did 2 damage to him. And then we moved to the purple. He was defending. He rolled a 13. He needed a 13 to defend. However, the purple gives him a -3. So he takes a hit. And it's 2 damage. Oh, I forgot to use skills. Hold on a second. Hold on. I had Concentrate Ground, which, if it's activated, all monsters get a -4. Did I really want to do that? No, I didn't. I'm taking the 2 damage. So he drops down to 8. He does have, it's not called Divine Healing. Or did we not take his healing skill? Oh, I guess we didn't. The Divine Healing is the cleric ability. Yeah, we never took his healing skill. Dang it. Okay, and then we have an 11 here. We just needed an 11. And just in case you're wondering, he had a +1. So we just made it, and that weapon does 1 damage. So 3 total damage done. He has 2 left. Now we're going to roll a 1d3. And you can see right here on the camera, he rolled a 1. So he didn't heal. So now we're going to go ahead and go again. And again, he's going to attack, defend. All right, so the 11 again is good. So that's 1 more hit. He only has 1 life left. The 8 is not good, so he's going to take 2 more damage. So he drops to 6 health. We're going to probably need to send the dog to get him a healing potion. And then this 12 is more than enough to obliterate him. And should probably orient the camera a little bit better. That 12 is more than enough. He needed 14, but he had a +7 to his roll. So we annihilated this guy. And then you can see here 17 and 11. This token, the level 2 monster token, goes on here. And we only need 1 more to complete this side quest for our level 2. So that's how close we are. We're already 1 away from completing a side quest. Okay, so let's do this first. Come on, get a 17 or better. It's on something. I'm going to roll again. It was a 4 or something else. It's a 2. It's even worse. We do get 2 life force points, and I'm taking it. Dang it, I'm taking it. 2 life force points. Ay, ay, ay. 1, 2. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to be happy about it. All right. So that's the paladin's turn. Oh, we get the quest item. Let me... First of all, the door goes away. And by the way, I'm absolutely sold. Like, if you punched your board game, these are actually extra pieces that you can punch out. Just get a marker and shade them or put an X on them or whatever for level 1, level 2, level 3. I just haven't done that yet. And I think, you know, they're going to be perfect. They'll fit right in the stand. A little bit better than my money does. The money I was actually worried about was going to split the stand and break them. Oh, and then the quest item in question is a blank. So we got a dud. So that's fine. Okay. Next we have is the cleric. So again, actually, let's move the dog. The dog is going to go give him a healing potion. So we're going to just move 1, 2, 3. Actually, I get to roll a d10. That's a 6 plus a 10. I mean, that's 16 movement. The dog is like on steroids right now, just zipping through that dungeon. And then you can see here I have a healing potion. So we'll give that to the paladin. And I'm not going to use it yet for the paladin, but just so he can have it. And yeah, now we're going to go to the cleric, who's going to do a roll. So there's an 8 plus a 4 is 12. So the cleric, I'm actually going to go clear this level 1 dungeon. I know that quest item's a nothing burger, but I get life force points for it. So I could use these 2 together, and they can band up as a party to take out these other ones, and I'm totally okay with that. I just felt like, you know what, while I'm on the way, let's just take out a level 1 dungeon. Or should I? Should I just, maybe we could do that later. you know, if I take out the level 2s, I'm aggressively, I mean, we're going to have extra time because those guardians aren't going to spawn quick enough for us to, I mean, I'm going to get all the quests done, and then the guardians are going to just take forever to spawn. I mean, I'm supposed to do this one at a time, the movement, so I rolled a 4 plus 2 would be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would get me there. Okay, let's go to the level 2 room. We'll do that. And let's at least get the quest done, and then we'll worry about getting extra life force points that way. So we're gonna go into level 2 room. Here's what we're drawing. It's the level 2 monster. So if I defeat this guy, we're gonna be, it is a Keeper of the Faith. And so before each round of combat, each hero must test strength 10 and attempt to banish the ghostly skulls. On a fail, you lose 1 health and 1 essence. Now, one thing I want to point out is the cleric has a strength of 2. You'll see that here, right? But the cleric has this thing, which gives +3 to all abilities, including strength. So she has a +5 to her strength. So no more perfect of a character than this. You need a strength 10. She basically needs a 5 or better. And of course I roll a 1. So she loses a health and an essence. I need to move to the poker chips. So 1 health and 1 essence gone. A lot of good that did. And yeah, we got a battle going here. And it is magic, scepter, which is perfect for her, and then chaos, which isn't so much. Okay, her chaos is -2. Her magic is +2, and of course her scepter is +5. So we're going to attack with those 2 and defend with that one. And just so you can know, with the magic, she actually has the staff. So she's going to get a +2. She's using it for its exact ability. And then for the scepter, she has another one that's +2. Her big weakness is both of her weapons are only +1 damage. So it's going to take a while to kill this thing. Well, it only has 4 health. All right, this is a 13. We only needed a 13. The modifiers, just in case you're curious, is a +7. So she annihilated it. It's down to 3. The chaos is a 14. She needed a 12, and her modifier is a -2. So she made it. And then she got a 15, and her modifier is +4. More than enough to defeat the 15 here. So this thing's halfway dead. And so now we got to roll for the strength check again. And this time I got a 16. So I definitely passed the strength check. We'll just randomize. And same weapon distribution, folks. We're just going to go ahead and roll. This is an 11. I needed a 13. I have a +7, so I did a hit to it. And then this is last, so I don't even need to worry about it. Here's an 8. I get to add 4 for 12. Oh no, that's not enough. I actually didn't get enough for the magic. So I'm going to lose 2 health. 1, 2. She does have the healing ability, so I'm not worried. And then we go to the chaos, and she passed. So I got to do another round. Gonna roll. I rolled an exact 5, which is enough. I got the 10. So let's do this. And I got an 11, which I get to add 4 to, so that's 15. And so yes, I finally did defeat it with the magic. And I get 2 life force for it. All right, so we're up to 4 now. And I'm going to set this off to the side. And let's roll for the loot check. I rolled a 13, which seems healthy. It's enough to get $100. So we'll take 100, give it to her, and another one is down. And yes, we just completed a quest. So on the dog's next turn, I should have waited and did the dog last. On the dog's turn, we can go and hand this in. And that'll give us 8 life force points and 400 gold. So always happy to see that. All right, that ends her turn. Oh, the quest item. Let's take a look at the quest item. It's another blank. I think we're looking for chalice pieces with this one. All right, now let's go to the final person. That's the knight. So I'm going to go ahead and do a move with him. And I think because he has a lot of movement to do, I'm going to light the torch. So the torch is going to give him basically +2 move for each move, so it'll be a +4. And then he gets +2 already, which is a +4. So he's getting an overall +8 to whatever we roll. And then we rolled a 7. So 7 + 8 is 15 movement. All right, and then this gets tricky because here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm going to go ahead and spend the 2 essence to get there, and we're going to mine because I don't want to take the chance that we're going to lose our environment card. So 1, 2 essence goes down. He's at 9 right now. Yeah, we're going to take advantage of this environment card, and we're going to mine and get 3. So, first one. Jade. We're getting some nice gems now. Sunstone and pebbles and dirt. All right, well, that ends the hero's turn. I am sitting on, I gotta go. So I'm gonna have to end the video here, and we'll have to do the minions when I get back. And as always, thanks for watching and stay awesome.